observer column is about 1,000 words, so you can produce an essay in 1,000 words, and I'd like a bit more, ideally 1,200, 1,500, but you can do, so you don't have to just start at the main point, you go bang, bang, bang. The standard column is a 450 word, 500 word main piece, they're little bits, paragraphs really.
Do you ever find that there's something you want to cover in the Evening Standard and can't, or you use that for the 450 words?
The only restriction the Standard puts on me, really, as long as the quality is good enough, of course, is Nick, you can't write about that because we've got another piece on the same subject.
Editorial intelligence profiles you and has a sense of what it is that preoccupies you, but perhaps you'd like to directly say what are the issues that you tend to return to.
Well, at the moment my big preoccupation is radical Islam and how the West deals with it and what the West thinks about it, and particularly my own tribe, if you like, my own political position, which is from, if you like, the middle class intellectual left, which in my view, my own type of people are behaving appallingly badly at the moment and are not standing up for the best interests of, for the best of their own values, and are not standing up for the best interests of British Muslims. So I've started off from that position, looking at what's gone wrong with my type of people.
And how did you get to be a columnist?
That's an interesting question. How do you get to be a columnist? Yeah. Everyone seems to be a columnist. I mean, it's rather odd to meet a journalist these days who doesn't have a column.
What's that about? Why is there such a proliferation of columns?
Oh, dearie me. Because comment is free and facts are expensive. Because actually having a network of reporters all over the world and all over Britain and specialist correspondents costs an awful lot of money. And if you can take people who are good writers and just give them space, that in the end is cheaper than having the old-fashioned, full-blown, fully staffed newspaper. There's also that newspapers used to have one voice. Now all serious papers are trying to deal with a highly segmented audience. The only real trouble I have with the PR industry is when organisations or firms essentially have a PR as a flag catcher.
Where do you get your ideas from?
Well, you know, that's why I sort of regard the idea that, I'm not sure if any journalist actually does it, but the idea that you don't speak to PRs is absurd. All the time I'm anxious to have people phoning me up, emailing me, saying, come on Nick, have a look at this, you know, this should interest you, this is a bloody scandal, whatever. Journalists get their ideas from talking to people. If you put yourself in monkish isolation, you rapidly run out of things to write.